Hey everyone.
Hey guys, welcome to Obscure MCU. With the new Marvel Zombies series dropping in a few days, I wanted to take the opportunity to revisit the events of the What If episode, so we're all caught up and ready for when the series is out. In one of the infinite timelines adjacent to Earth, Dimension 616, much of this timeline's history was very identical. Tony Stark became Iron Man, the Avengers assembled, fought Loki, fought Ultron, and even split up over the Sokovia Accords. But there was one difference that completely changed the fate of all these characters and their future. After Janet Van Dyne was lost in the quantum realm, in this universe, she was infected with a mysterious quantum virus that turned her into a flesh-eating zombie. In 2018, a few weeks before the events of Infinity War, much like the events of Earth 616, Hank Pym journeyed into the quantum realm to bring her home. Hank gets bitten and turned into a zombie, and when they return to Earth, Hope managed to narrowly escape, but it was too late, as the infection began to spread fast. With news of this outbreak, Tony quickly reached out to Steve, who was still on the run at this point in time, and they reassembled the Avengers to try stop the spread by eliminating all the zombies harbored in San Francisco, where Hank and Janet were rampaging. But they swiftly got overwhelmed and zombified, and thanks to their enhancements and technology, ended up spreading it across the country at an even faster rate. For the following 2 weeks, other heroes and allies joined forces. This included Okoye, Bucky, Sharon Carter, Happy Hogan, Kurt, the Cloak of Levitation, Spider-Man, and Hope. They made their base using abandoned subway cars suspended by Spider-Man's webs. But just like the sacred timeline, at this point in time, Thanos and his army attacked the Asgardian refugees, and Hulk was sent to Earth. But this time he was ambushed by the zombified sorceress, but was rescued by the surviving heroes. As they continued to look for other survivors, they received a mysterious signal about a possible cure coming from Camp Lehigh, the old SHIELD base in New Jersey. But getting there from their base in Manhattan is anything but smooth. Using Pymtech, the team used a shrunken van to arrive at Grand Central Station unnoticed. While trying to get the train powered up, the team is attacked by zombie Hawkeye, Falcon, and Cap. The team managed to get the train started, but sadly lose Sharon and Happy as they get turned into zombies. But Okoye managed to kill Sam before he turned Bucky. And while fighting off Sharon, Wasp gets cut and her blood is exposed to the virus, triggering her slow change into a zombie. Later that day, as the team of survivors arrived to Camp Lehigh, they notice the camp is surrounded by a horde of zombies. Knowing her time is almost up, Hope sacrifices herself by carrying the team over the field of zombies, giving them a chance to make contact with the person who sent out the signal. Once they enter the camp, the mysterious contact turns out to be Vision, who wasn't a target due to being an android. He eventually discovered that the Mind Stone emitted a sub-frequency the zombies couldn't tolerate, keeping them at bay. Back when the Avengers responded to the outbreak in San Francisco, Vision, realizing his immunity, managed to save T'Challa, who had already been badly injured during the chaos. But he wasn't the only one affected. Wanda had been infected, likely during the same battle, and despite Vision's best efforts, and her powers likely interfering, proved too strong to cure. He couldn't bring himself to destroy her. So instead, he began luring other survivors and feeding them to her to keep the Scarlet Witch at bay. Somewhere along the way, Vision also recovered what remained of Scott Lang and successfully reversed the infection. Well, sort of. Scott survived, but only as a talking head in a jar. So when the group arrives at the base, Bucky finds T'Challa, who fills him in on what Vision has been doing, and they come to realize it's all a trap. All the commotion wakes Wanda up, and she effortlessly turns Kurt and Okoye. Realizing they won't be able to hold her off for long, Vision sacrifices himself, giving the Mind Stone to Bruce. Bucky does what he can to give the others a few moments, and he's tossed away. We don't know if he was turned into a zombie, but there's a chance he survived. Hulk, finally bursts out to hold Wanda back as Spidey, Scott, and T'Challa escape in a quadjet. The remaining three fly to Wakanda to see if they can use the Mind Stone to make a cure. But sadly, a zombified Thanos with 5 Infinity Stones in his gauntlet and a whole zombie army is there waiting for them. From what we know so far, the series is reportedly set years after these events, and will pick up with a whole different group of survivors. But it seems as though Wanda has grown even stronger and has established herself as queen over the zombies. So we'll see how this all goes in just a few more days. Are you excited for Marvel Zombies? And do you think Spidey, T'Challa, and Scott managed to find a cure? Let's discuss in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos coming soon. Thanks for watching.